Pastor Kareem here with this week's Reset for Life moment. I don't know about you, but I frequently say to the Lord, thanks for finding me. Thanks for taking me out of the place I was and adopting me into your kingdom family. Thanks for choosing me. I really don't deserve what I get to have by having this relationship with you, but I have it. The question that I have for you is, do you think this way? Do you frequently reflect on what God has done and given you? It doesn't make sense what He has done, that He has chose to give us new life, to give us an abundant life, a life that can only be found in Him. We can never forget or take for granted what He has done. And in Deuteronomy chapter 7, as God is informing the Israelites of the land that they are going to possess and the nations that they are going to overthrow now that they have been freed from slavery, how they are not to intersect with these nations, He then reminds them about what He has done and why. Listen to what He says starting at verse 6 of Deuteronomy chapter 7. He says, "For you are a people holy to the Lord your God. The Lord God has chosen you. He has chosen you out of all the peoples on the face of the earth to be His people, His treasured possession. The Lord did not set His affection on you and choose you because you were more numerous than other peoples, for you were the fewest of all the peoples. But it was because the Lord loved you and kept the oath that He swore to your ancestors that He brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you from the land of slavery, from the power of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Know therefore that the Lord your God, He is God. He is faithful. He is a faithful God, keeping His covenant of love to the thousands of generations to those who love Him and keep His commandments." Here He reminds them, the Israelites, not to forget who they were. They were His treasured possession. He chose them out of all the people on the face of the earth. So for you, don't forget who you are. God decided to choose you and adopt you into His heavenly family. He then lets them know why He chose them. He says to them He did not set His affection on them or choose them because they were more numerous, which would mean that they would have more influence or be a mightier nation. No, actually, they were the fewest of all the peoples on earth. And He still decided to choose them. And He did it solely because He loved them and because He made a promise to the people before them. So for you, know this, God chose you solely because He loves you. And it's not because of anything you have done, but solely because He loves you. But also, maybe there have been people who have interceded for you and asked the Lord that He would show His grace and mercy to you so that you could be included in His inheritance. And because of that, let me remind you of what verse 9 says. Know therefore that the Lord your God is God. He is the faithful God, keeping His covenant of love to 1,000 generations of those who would love Him and keep His commandments. The key to continue to see His faithfulness in our lives is if we continue to love Him and keep His commandments. So church, let's never forget what He has done for us and follow in all His ways. I'm Pastor Kareem, and that was your Reset for Life moment. Be blessed.